Hi everyone, it's me, Crafty Witch, and welcome back to my channel. So it's a beautiful day. I had just uploaded the one video that I had done on eagle medicine, and I wanted to come outside and do another video. So here we are. I'm wearing my big floppy straw hat. I am actually allergic to sunlight, so I'm trying to keep myself protected here a little bit, but it's so gorgeous, and I had to come outside, and I thought I would do a video or two out here. So we're kind of on a roll with different animal medicine videos I've been posting. I think the next one I want to talk about is actually skunk medicine, and how we can incorporate that and those teachings that skunk has brought to humanity into our lives if we so choose. So this stinky little critter, most folks will try to avoid, and for good reason. When they feel that they are being threatened in some way, they will spray, and their spray can be very difficult to deal with, and especially if you've ever had a dog that's ever accidentally been sprayed by a skunk, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or if you're driving on the highway and if somebody accidentally runs over a skunk, the smell just lingers, and it's very potent, but it's also extremely potent and powerful medicine and magic. So I thought I would share some of that with you guys today outside where it's beautiful and it's summer and I love it. So yeah, where should I begin? Uh, well, I'll tell you some of the stories and legends of skunk that I remember. Well, one in particular. So long, long ago, when smallpox was first brought over and had killed off a lot of First Nations, Indigenous people here in North America with blankets that were infested with smallpox, the spirit of the skunk took pity upon some people here and appeared in a vision. And there was a gentleman, a Native American or Canadian fellow, and legend has it that what happened is skunk appeared to him in this vision and told this man, this is how to cure yourself, and this is what you're going to do, and it will clear up the smallpox, the illness that has afflicted your people. So what Skunk then proceeded to tell this man was to find a member of the skunk family, find a skunk, and to use the fat of the skunk in this preparation, and to make kind of like a salve with the fat of the skunk, and to apply that to the smallpox areas and whatnot. And so skunk had given this medicine to this person, and so then that's what the person done. The next day they went out, they found a skunk, and then they prepared it the way skunk had told them to prepare it, and then they were cured of smallpox. So that is like one legend that still persists in our area where I live about how skunk came and gave that sacred knowledge to some of our people so that they can recover from smallpox, which really depleted a lot of our population here in North America. So that's one way skunk has come. Now, also, skunk medicine is known, or skunk magic is known to be extremely, extremely powerful and protective. And for instance, if somebody's been hit with bad magic, bad medicine, whatever you want to call it, one of the preparations, which is really gross and disgusting sounding and tasting, is actually to drink some skunk medicine. And it comes from the skunk, and it comes from the glands where they shoot their scent, and that is consumed, but that will get rid of sometimes the not sometimes, but it gets rid of the most powerful negative bad medicine or bad magic that's been sent your way. So it could be a very, like I said, a very powerful protector, of people, and it's also used in healing, as I've mentioned before. So those are three things that to keep in mind if you want to tap into those attributes of healing, of power, or of protection. Utilize skunk as an ally. Another obvious teaching of skunk is boundaries and having healthy boundaries, and sometimes that might mean cutting people off in your life and putting up those strong barriers and boundaries. The one thing about skunk is, I mean, they don't have, these razor sharp teeth, and they don't have great big claws or talons. They're not a ferocious predator, but everybody in the animal kingdom has a respect for skunk, and they will let skunk do their own thing. And for the most part, predators don't bother with skunk because they damn well know what's going to happen to them if they try to make a move on skunk. So skunk is able to enforce its boundaries and command respect without being aggressive, without being volatile, without having to resort to violence. They are able to put up those boundaries, and everybody respects those boundaries. So if you are struggling in your life with maintaining boundaries or putting up boundaries for yourself, for your well-being, or for your family, you can call upon skunk to assist you in that regard. Many years ago, when I used to work at a jail. My background is social work, but I used to work at a jail many years ago, and this jail was for young offenders, for youth that had committed serious crimes. And I was invited to come to the jail and do cultural teachings on a weekly basis. And so I would share often what I share with you guys, the different animal teachings and, different things like that, different stories, different legends and whatnot. And there happened to be a skunk that was walking by where we were sitting. Well, we were inside, and there was these glass windows that looked out onto like this grassy area, and there was a skunk that was walking by. And then one of the kids made a funny comment like, oh yeah, well, what's so sacred about a skunk? And then it was a wonderful way to teach them about boundaries and having that respect for themselves, and all that kind of stuff. So that was just a cute little memory that I have. I thought that was pretty sweet, so I thought I would share that with you guys. So tell me, have you guys have any like animal teachings or anything like that that are related to skunk? And if so, please feel free to share them down below. Thanks. Ciao.